paying attention to a particular place. Maybe it's just kind of numb.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that as well, but I don't know how the Glory Star works exactly. I know their magic is like all based on tattoos, and breath work has magic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of breath work, we're live.
We're having an interesting conversation, so I figured we just continue chatting until Shadim gets here.
Fair enough.
The people. This is what
Mm.
A sleepy doggo.
I feel like we need an updated Appa pick one of these days.
The funny thing is, Zuko's here too.
He's just
Don't.
They're almost touching.
They never do this. So
That's my biggest fear when my cat parks right behind my chair without me knowing.
Oh, I can't move.
And then you go, and they freak out because a little bit of their hair gets caught in the wheels.
Move the chair, it's pandemonium.
Yeah. You can just swivel the chair and not move it back or anything. It's dangerous having pets around sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
For them,
It's always something.
You can't. It's like the perfect little nook for a cat, and it's right under you. They're like, okay, I'll just cozy up right here.
You think they'd learn though after this?
I would think it would happen once or twice, and they go, "No, that place sucks."
Yeah.
This hurts. But maybe it's thinking, I'm sure he wouldn't do it to me again.
You would never.
Then they're so betrayed. They're like, "He did it again, but not a third time."
Never.
Oh.
He's supposed to love me, right?
And bless their little minds, and then they go the next time. It's like, but it won't happen a third time. Severe miscalculation. Goodness.
It's all good.
Let's get these notes.
We gotta figure out where we are in the woods. We might be going on a treasure hunt through some wrecked ships.
Well, hopefully the backstory for Orly, but I think that I'm looking forward to getting closer to. For some reason, it feels like the Chittering Woods are almost like a storm, and the inside of the woods is the eye of the storm, right? So we're getting closer and closer to this like wild magic that's kind of surrounding everything and containing everything. And I think that that's where all the power is. That's where all, I think a lot of the consciousness or whatever's guiding this place, whatever has control of it right now kind of is. And it seems like that's what we're getting closer to, is the middle before the outside, the singularity line that would lead into a black hole.
And we're somewhat unraveling the mystery too. Like we had thought there would we thought there were multiple Percivals, but then we found out that the doubles are all samesies who might have been working for Percival or are running errands for him in exchange for some sort of like the ability to use his form.
Well,
they seem like gardeners, right? Like this is like a workforce.
What's weird is like because they kind of believe that they are the person that they turn into.
Yeah,
so it's like they forget who they were before. So they're like acting like Percival and all these different variants of Percival, and they believe that they're doing things as Percival, but it could just all be like, I don't know, misleading.
Sure.
Do you think the reason they're different is that they met Percival at different times and he's like super unhinged, and so they took on like these different aspects of when they met him?
Potentially. But they do recognize each other. Because they keep on saying like my brothers and like brothers will come get me kind of thing. So like they know that
he's bleeding
others have taken the form of Percival.
What if a samesy meets a samesy that's already someone else?
I was just thinking that.
Can they?
No.
But like, would they have the ability to copy that person?
The copy
broken telephone.
I didn't know.
Here comes a samesy.
Moonbeam.
Because that could also explain they're just copies of copies of copies, so they're like a little more.
Yeah, I like that.
Demented.
Gotta find out how many there are too, because
Oh
I don't see that many.
Well, there's like a whole other tribe of samesies.
I know, but
Like
like
the
a
evil
tribe can be
samesies.
like 20 people.
I guess.
That's true.
20 Percivals.
20 Percivals.
No problem.
There's got to be enough for like the company that Tom arrived with, and like because there was mention of Lord Avenir Rose,
Sure.
and then the other bugbears and stuff. And I'm assuming that essentially the whole company was same seed.
Was Schmoopsy there? I don't remember.
Schmoopsy was with the Tom that we moonbeamed.
Yeah, it was one of the. It was the same seed as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it had morphed into two things.
I never had Schmoopsy.
Yeah, that's
That's
what's
it. That was what he was saying. It's like,
Oh.
we just assumed that you always have Schmoopsy.
No, then they've seen me then.
Yeah, so at some point when you arrived, they probably took your form, and they've just kept it this whole time.
Yeah, we don't know if it was now or like there's no indicate. What would be really, really funny is if you got back to the camp and then you actually met up with Schmoopsy somehow, and then it took the image of you then and came. So then you re-show up now with Schmoopsy, and we're like dead giveaway.
Get him.
Oh gosh.
I don't think it's been long enough for me to have gone all the way back to the camp.
No.
We don't really know where the camp has moved to, because this was a new camp that you had heard, like you had heard some sort of fanfare, and you're like, Lord Avenir Rose is here, and you ran off.
Which to me screams that that's Lord Avenir, the same Z.
Could be. And I don't know it.
I mean, they don't seem like they're bad. Like they're not thirsting for our blood or anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they use these forms for like their own protection, kind of thing. That like other creatures see these and be like, okay, like they look powerful. We won't.
Did he know like my history? Did he know like about our history?
Tom?
Us.
Okay.
He called the Pip Dirt Boy and like everything. Like he had like the nicknames and everything for the party and such. So like he knew some things, maybe potentially not everything, but
yeah. I mean, I think you watched the episode, but we only moonbeamed him as a bit.
And then it became something.
We knew.
I did watch the episode. I remember because it was supposed to transform them or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it transforms shapeshifters. So shapeshifters have a disadvantage, and if they fail, they.
It didn't even work on Tom. It worked on Schmoopsy. That's what gave it away. Well, like we didn't even realize that Schmoopsy was the giveaway, but then Schmoopsy was the giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. The double giveaway.
And like they can kind of fuse together. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's true. The two samesies kind of did.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
We're like, where's the other one? Like, no, they're both one now.
It's like, okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, maybe
powerful now? Are they bigger? Do they have
lots of questions?
Boosted power, or like their shape-shifting abilities, or
maybe somebody samesy turned into Tom's weapon. So you had Schmoopsy, Tom's weapon. 3 samesies.
Must be a terrible gig for that weapon, just being swung around on fire.
A samesy turned into my weapon?
No, he was saying, saying, imagine if.
Because how would it have gotten your weapon from there? It has to be a seams. How did they decide that, the 3 of them? Who's going to be ridden? Who's going to be the weapon? And then who's going to be the hero?
So wait, where's the weapon?
Well, he had a flail, right?
Yeah.
But he no longer has it now that he turned into a samesy.
Okay.
He lost the armor, he lost the weapon, he lost everything.
Oh, so it was part of his body.
Yeah, so it obviously wasn't the item then. It is just his ability.
Although samesies can absorb each other, we already know that. So my theory still stands. It's my head canon.
Well, we could test them. I can turn into a Samesy.
Oh, that's true.
True. You can now wild form into wild shape.
We could have 2 Toms now.
Well, isn't that Samesy still with us right now?
Yes. He's in Layman's hut, and he does not have permission to leave.
Yeah,
It's also brainwashed, right?
Yeah, he cast modify memory.
Yeah.
Varys.
What?
Yeah, modify memory. He got a nat 20, and then he silvery barbs him.
Oh, that's so funny. Because Shadina sent me a message, and he was like, "Oh, hey, like, how long does Layman's hut last?" And I was like, "Oh, like 8 hours." I'm like,
Oh, last week, yeah.
but I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why is he asking me? And I'm like, I guess you guys will get attacked or something once it's done. I'm like, well, I guess you get one night's rest. And now I'm remembering, no, we imprisoned somebody in it.
Yeah, how long can they be in there for? Interesting.
We did say me and you did it together, Brent, to like save time, even though in the rules, I'm sure you can't do that because we both have the spell. So I could have kept it up if we needed. I was thinking that, but now you're here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see.
My character sheet up
Because as I said, like I've already left the hut and like kind of walked along the beach a little bit, found that piece of driftwood, and brought it back. That had like the part of the ship name on it.
No. I have a question for the boys. This is not necessarily chittering related, but are we transitioning to D&D 2024?
That's a great
I
question.
think we're kind of picking and choosing. We're kind of doing like a mix. Like from what I've seen so far, is like we've used some rules from 2024 that like we like the change, and then other things we're kind of keeping the 2014 stuff.
That's
Depending on what it is.
That's what I'm wondering is like, is it confusing for people that like, I know mostly for us, we kind of just pick a rule and then we run with it and it's less confusing. But I do have other D&D groups and like some of them have started transitioning their characters over to the new system. And so far it's made absolutely zero impact on the game. But then there's other stuff where like, and this is a great example, is we were using one D&D rules for grappling because I really liked that rule, which is you just roll
attack rather than the
hit, you grab them, right? That's the simplest thing ever. And then they do a save versus something.
The athletics versus acrobatics roll.
Well, no, that's the one D&D was you do actually to get out of the grip. It was a strength save or a dexterity save.
Yeah, that's what it used to be initially to get into the grapple, and then also to get out.
Let me see.
The 2014 D&D?
2024 though, I think they reverted that.
I'm pretty sure it's like an escape DC.
Yeah, now everything is all kind of all over the place. Like, so one of the new things about 2024 D&D that I liked, that I heard, was stealth rolls. You have to beat a flat DC stealth check every time to be stealthed. That's DC 15. You beat it,
rather than someone's perception or insight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then so like someone's passive perception, like a guard or something like that, who's on duty, might be their max passive perception, or somebody who's not on duty, whose back is turned. It would be more like, you know, you're walking like right by them or something, like you're making a noise, like you're doing something, you drop a key, like then you would have to re-roll or do something like that. But for the most part, you would just sneak into places and it would be so quick and so simple. And I'm like, well, I like that. I like quick and simple and storytelling facilitating.
But at the same point, we're gonna have to change the chat.
Yeah, I saw that. That's right. It's over Bernie's face. No, it's a good place.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
It's a nice mustache you have there.
But I feel like the DC should change depending on the environment.
Of the grapple?
No, for the stealth. Because
So,
I feel like it wouldn't make sense for it to be a 15 if you're in like a completely flat open plains. They're like, oh yeah, just like there's nowhere to hide, and you roll a 15, you're out of sight.
No, I think that's like a DM like, oh, I want to hide right now, and they're like, there's nowhere for you to hide.
Okay, so it's like if you let them hide.
Yeah, as hiding as possible, it's a DC 15.
Okay, good.
You know, and I think we're all very flexible as DMs. Like, you're in the middle of a fight, there's stuff flying around, you want to duck behind your big barbarian ally, right? Hide for a second and then vault over his shoulder and do your sneak attack. Like, I'm not really going to penalize you for that. But if you want to hide in the middle of the fight and then sneak away and do something, I'm like, well, maybe then
It might be harder, yeah.
we're going to be doing a lot of counter rolls instead of just the DC 15, right?
Yeah, that's it. You know, but yeah, so grapple was a strength or dexterity saving throw versus.
Which rule set is this?
I think this is 2024
Okay.
because there's no mention of acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah.
Or contested
Athletics,
rolls. It's just
the
a flat
grapple in
DC.
2014 was a strength check versus an athletics or either an athletics versus an athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Escape.
Yeah, it was the contested rolls, yeah.
Exactly.
But here, like, mine would be 8 plus 0 plus 4.
Okay. But this is so the core thing that changed in this in the 2024, which is, I love this change, is that you're able to do the save as soon as you get grappled.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone is trying to grab you, you save right away, or you attempt to save right away. And if you do, they don't even get the grapple on you in the first place. Whereas in the 1D&D rules, you basically, if you hit, you always got the grapple, which was super annoying because if your turn didn't come up yet, then you had to wait basically a round.
Oh yeah.
And I played with it in practice, and it was very clunky and produced unsatisfying results for the players.
Yeah. Well, because that's kind of what makes it a bit weird. Because escape DCs, enemies used to have them in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might still do in 2024. And the way I understood escape DCs was that the enemy would grab you if like they succeeded their hit, and then on your turn you'd be able to try and escape. Because usually the enemies that would grab you would have some sort of like follow up to that grab, and that's why they would grab and then do something else. So like for you to be able to escape immediately would kind of negate that like extra thing.
That's something else.
Yeah. So like at the top of your turn when it comes about, then you try to escape and do your turn afterwards.
I think that could be something for monsters specifically, like
that's it. So like it was kind of like, well, escape DCs. Is it only specifically for monsters that you would use it in this way, and then escape DCs for like NPCs or players? Would that be a different way to use them? So it's like that confusion. I think you want to try and avoid too.
I think it would be it's better to keep grappling like this and have the the option like that as a monster ability or a person's ability, an enemy ability.
I'm trying to think like a Tarrasque, if it does a bite attack on you, right? You roll to hit. If you hit with the bite attack, it has you in its mouth, and then basically it'll take its legendary action and attempt to swallow you, and then that's a saving throw. Yeah. So it works basically the same way.
Well, it also works like the ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
They hit you, they succeed in grappling, and then at the beginning of their next turn, they can take a bite.
Yeah.
But so would you allow is the ghoul's ability tied to grapple, or is it a ghoul ability that replaces the grapple rule?
It replaces the grapple. It's an attack, and that the attack, it would specifically say that the attack led to a successful grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So immediately. So then on your turn, the first thing you can do is try and get it off you. But if it hits you with its attack, it grapples you. Because the attack is just it kind of like coming at you like that. It's like those.
So this is one of the things that this is like why I think players feel it's unfair, is because I think the whole point of the saving throw is it allows you to react to something.
We have to remember that these creatures have 10 HP and like the same AC. So they're not hitting you for a lot. The point is to get the disease onto you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is reactionary, but at the same point, like that's why there's the attack roll to get it to succeed. It's like that attack roll is kind of like what allows it to succeed because it beats the preset AC. So they like grab onto you and then they bite you. But I think the bite also has an attack roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's again trying to succeed.
Yeah.
So they might not even be able, like even if they have you grappled, They might not even be able to actually get to that. And then if they do end up biting you, there's again also a saving throw to
But I believe when I
resist or-
originally did the ghouls, it was the old 2014 rules,
Which
so
was
it was a contested roll.
Yeah.
So initially, you could have gotten out of that grapple. He attacked you. If he succeeded in the attack, you made the contested roll acrobatics, so you could have gotten out of it then. So maybe I should rethink that, which is fair. Which is fair.
Well, the reason I'm like thinking about this a lot right now is I think that Wizards and Hasbro, well, maybe not Hasbro, but definitely Wizards, are trying to give players agency in a lot more situations, right? They don't want to take it away. They want to give you more. And one of the key things about D&D, and like especially compared to the Cypher system, which is that in Cypher, the DM doesn't really roll. I only roll for if I really feel like it, right? Like, I'll roll a luck check, or actually I want to roll for this creature. I want to do something, right? And it's basically just like I'm bored and I want to roll some dice all of a sudden, so I can just do that. But in D&D, it's kind of required of the DM, where it's like, no, this is how these mechanics work, and you need to roll dice. And I think that they want to move as much of that dice rolling from the DM to the players as possible, because the DM is responsible for so many things that you end up rolling, as many dice as the players.
if not more.
If not more. But I'm interested to see, the monster manual is about to come out, the new one. So I want to see like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I showed you guys. It's a good. We're talking about this.
Maybe a compendium.
Has anybody reached out to Shadeen today?
I sent him a message. He hasn't.
I talked to him earlier today.
So... Yeah, I saw him today. I passed by his place.
Is he asleep, you think?
Maybe.
Ooh, nice.
New ones?
Yo!
I have both of the limited edition covers, so I'm hoping to get the limited edition monster manual too.
Yo,
and then we'll have all three. And maybe we can do a little in-person review or something. We can all take a look.
Fuck yeah.
The art is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, even just the covers.
Yeah, I'm loath to take them out of those. I take them out of the plastic. I look like, make sure my hands are clean. And
put them back.
Get all like Purell and clean it off.
That's good.
Well, we were using it at the table because of my other group, and then it was like, hey, when you're done with it, can you put it back in the plastic? That's weird because I've treated all my other D&D books like so roughly, like almost like placemats, and these I'm like, no.
Yeah. Well, you bought the limited edition ones. Now you need a pair of regular ones that you could treat like garbage.
When they'll have a kid and the kid's just gonna like tear a page off, I'm just like, I really like this picture. And I'm like, oh well.
I drew in it. I drew you a picture.
He has a mustache now.
There'd be a goddamn good mustache.
Handlebars and everything.
Yeah. But sorry, to cap that conversation, the whole reason I'm waiting for the monster manual is I want to see how they change monster abilities in response to all these new rules as well. And I think that might influence how we want to do monster abilities going forwards, depending on how much we're transitioning into this new system, whether we really like it or not. Like, is this the way we want to move? Do we want to stick with the older way to do things? Like, especially with Systema Agnostica, right? How much do we want to evolve that? No, he was sleeping.
Right, he's gonna show up. But he's up now.
He's on his way. He's on.
Did I call it?
You
Fuck,
called it.
Yeah, he passed out. Yeah.
You bet me something. Oh my god, damn.
Yeah, bragging rights.
You know him too well.
I was watching
You know the answer. Somebody bet me money now.
Well, when we didn't stream on Thursday, I watched the other D&D streams just to do some, researching. And I saw something I liked. I don't know how you guys feel. In like the about section on Twitch, they have a link to an uneditable, like read-only Google Doc, and it's their house rules.
Yes.
So that you can like easily access it.
Yes.
Because Brent was saying like it could be confusing for the viewer. So if we have like, here's this doc, this is how we treat crits, this is how we treat blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And then it's good for us too. Forget.
A little cheat sheet as well.
Yeah, we should have a place where all of that's organized and available for view.
Yeah, almost like an FAQ kind of thing.
You put another one in that's editable, and then people can tell us how to act.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we always listen to that.
If we give people edit rights, it's just going to be a bunch of porn and like random depic.
Click this
Oh,
link here. Don't get a virus.
That's not the end of the world, okay? We can skim
can
through a
little-
We can work with that. It'll be fine.
That's funny. Okay, 10 minutes. Not loud.
Who's at 10 minutes? Shadim?
Yeah. Not
Stream's
even 10
over.
minutes? No. I mean, 10 minutes to get out of bed, and then 5 minutes to get some water. 10
Okay, he's
minutes
boiling water right now.
It's
Do
15
the-
minutes
the
to boot up the
bathroom.
computer alone.
Oh, kitty!
Heard the little Lily.
Why is it
I don't want to take that bet because I don't want it to be true.
Yeah, I do like that idea. The siege. I even think we should take it a step further and have one for all our world building shit. All the
Oh,
official.
Yeah,
I mean, that takes time to like sit down and write it all out and stuff, but like to have all of like the canon like events and things
yeah.
clearly written out that we can
We should do that
reference.
together, though.
Don't we have that in the mega doc?
We do kind of, but it's
Like bullet pointed.
yeah, it's bullet pointed and it hasn't really been updated in a while, so
Yeah, I haven't
It's
touched
not,
it.
not complete.
not complete. But it's
I'm too busy doing bloodline stuff. I can't.
Now Bloodlines is in that history.
yeah.
And I still have to go through the world building stuff and grab everything that was said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. June 19th, Enoch died defending the world.
Actually, wait, I'm just gonna message.
I just realized the Hex world can use the Gregorian calendar and timescale
Yeah, 'cause it's Earth. Yeah.
because it's fucking Earth.
Thank God.
I mean,
Makes
depends.
sense.
The Romans made their own calendar, right? So, like, at a certain point after 1,000 years, would they start using their own calendar too?
It's up to you guys. I won't have to make that decision.
Yo, 6-day week. Monday is Peter. Tuesday is Simon. Just-
Wait
It
a
would be
minute.
auto and Hamas.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Wednesday, which is just Wednesday. Wilm.
Wills.
Oh my
Wilm.
god.
Holmes Day? What? Tomas? No. I don't know how to do it.
Thursday.
No.
Wednesday, Tomsday. Otto, where do you fit in?
Otter's Day.
Where does Quinn fit in?
Whatever that is.
Where does McGurgler fit in?
McGurgler's
Oh,
Day.
shit, Quinn's Day works too.
You guys haven't
It's
seen
Murgulger, okay?
Murgulger.
Oh, it is Bergolger.
That's Wednesday too. Mercredi.
It's only Wednesdays. Only Wednesdays
We're all
on the
just
calendar.
Wednesday.
Got rid of the concept of weekends.
Wednesday, Quinn's Day.
Just middle of the weeks.
Could be a month.
Murgulger.
Maybe.
The 8th month, instead of being August, would be Otto.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So you get a day and you get a whole month.
Well, so the whole reason
favorites. It's okay.
Look,
That
a
it's-
month only happens once a year, okay? How many times did that?
Oh, that's
Oh.
true. That's fucking true.
55, 52.
Well, and actually, historically, right, the days of the week are named for the gods, and the month was named
Yeah, the
for
Roman gods.
the emperor, right? So
Augustus.
that logic tracks.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hell
true.
yeah.
Nero and all them.
It's pretty good. Somebody write this down.
Sorry, what were the two Roman emperors. It was Augustus for August, and there's a second one.
Septimus, I would assume. I
Oh,
just pulled that out of my head. Ass.
Yeah, Septimus.
But it
is-
sounds right.
Roman.
Maybe Octavius for
I would
October.
assume he says
Yeah.
something else
I
entirely.
do assume. Because I made an ass out of you and me. Oh no, it's Septum 7. But it's the ninth
yeah, I was gonna
month.
say Septim is also.
What?
They fucked with the order and they changed days. They did a whole bunch of
Right. Yes. Yeah, they slotted in other. Yeah.
because October was for the 8th month, and now it's the
Mhm.
10th, which is so stupid and annoying.
Oh,
They
CJ,
ruined the calendar, like fucking idiots.
Mhm.
do you happen to have a Mario outfit?
I used to, not anymore.
What?
I used to have overalls.
Well, there
You
you
said
go.
don't
Bo.
have
Oh, guys, it was July for Julius. Fucking Julius.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm like, I
think
thought I was Caesar.
November may have been Nero.
Is it? It's Polar Nights. I knew it was Polar Nights. Always coming in with these questions that make us ponder our lives.
Thanks for stopping by.
Pete, he might ask you for the glasses again.
No.
I
That-
checked his chat history. He
Thank
like
you.
all these memorable chats that we've had.
Mhm.
They're all from him, pretty much. or her.
Don't assume.
Hold on. What was the old one that I saw? Oh, the one where all the perfect evolution of beard growth.
Yeah.
Back in October, that was him.
We had a discussion.
Yeah. Well, that was when he chatted for a little bit long. And then it was the glasses.
There you go.
Yo,
So,
you're
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
hold
They're
on.
for
the month-
far. They're not.
You
for
know
close.
what?
Yeah, blind yourselves.
Actually, yeah,
please.
Can't see shit.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm still on this, but they used to be quintilis and sextilis. And so the months were quintilis, sextilis, September, October, November, December, and it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Damn, that's so much cooler.
But
That's
it wasn't. It wasn't September.
Do you remember?
I think it apparently was.
It went from the words ending Ilias and us to Ember.
But because September was septum, CJ
Yeah.
was saying.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
word for 7. Septum. But what's burr? Because it's
Hold
in
on.
October and
Yeah.
November and December.
Potentially just a suffix.
Yeah.
That's it.
We September, October, November, and December have not changed. That is how they were.
Huh.
That's crazy. That's insane that we.
Oh, it's
the
an
perfect amount.
adjectival ending, meaning related to. So related to 7, related to 8, related like the month is related to the number.
And now they're related to 9 and related to
Yeah.
10. And...
Wait, that's so true.
So
Septum, the
7
7
related to the
related
ninth
to
month.
9.
Huh.
Oh, wait, what?
So the other months, and this is super weird, and I don't know if they got rid of these at some point and had replaced them, but it was, March is the month of Mars.
Mhm.
April is the month of Apru, which is Aphrodite. May is the month of Maya, and June is the month of Juno.
Who's Juno?
That's what I'm looking up right now. But basically, war, love, Maya.
And Juno.
And
The classic, the 4 pillars of reality.
Of
War,
love.
love, Maya.
Maya is the mother of Hermes, one of the major Greek gods.
Mothers
by Zeus.
and Juno.
She's the daughter of Atlas.
Interesting.
The queen of
So they think like some demigods and some gods?
She's a mountain nymph.
Oh, all right.
Hell yeah.
Not even a demigod.
So Mars and then 2 hot girls. And then Juno, protector and
Two hot
special
girls, one of
counsel
them,
the state.
Milk.
Oh, she's basically Hera. There you go.
Oh yeah, equivalent to Greek goddess here. Huh.
I don't what the Romans are
Oh.
weird.
Thank you, Slushy.
Yo.
Appreciate. another month of subscription.
Thanks, Leshy.
If Juno is anything like
You
that,
get a bro butt in appreciation.
Yeah, bro, butt cheek.
Emergency broadcast.
can you add like jiggle physics?
I think that's
close
the
up,
use
a
for
close up emote. Yeah. If we enable like 7 TV or whatever it's called, we can have like a massive one that takes up like half of the chat box.
Whoa.
just for that, bro, but
Has it been more than 10 minutes?
That bro.
probably.
No, not yet.
Exactly 10 minutes on my phone. No, 11. It just
There you go.
All right,
Call
we gotta
that.
pay out.
Read them and weep.
Although I didn't take that.
I'm freaking taking you with all
Big
this
Bro
off
Butt.
tonight.
Hey, everybody, buy the Hexagon TTRPG dice keys
Woo!
online. $70 each.
Don't lie.
Wait, where?
Hype people.
Peter,
up.
Peter, we could make them.
I gotta contact my guy.
This guy's got a guy.
I got a guy.
Fire Festival
Those guys got a gun.
coming in.
Raid.
Oh dear.
Booty raid. If we ever raid anyone in the future, that should be our raid message.
Yeah.
Booty raid.
Booty raid.
Can we have the butt on one half of the raid, then raid, and then the head half?
Oh. Like
Oh,
it's
like on either
portaling
side
through
of
the
it?
raid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally the raid.
Slushy Puffs, make it happen.
She said, "You know it." Sorry, they said. Everyone's on the internet. We don't know. I'm assuming gender.
There you go. I like that one in particular because it's like he can look at his own ass.
Yeah.
Limitless potential.
You're looking at your own ass jiggle too. It's part of the the term.
Good stuff.
So looking at your own ass is limitless potential?
No, that's the beginning of the limitless potential, but the
Okay.
potential is limitless.
Oh,
I thought we all learned that when Captain America saw his own ass from behind and said, "That's America's ass."
It is American.
In Marvel Arrivals, they released like
no.
the MCU Captain America as like a skin, and they caked him up to the max. Like a regular Captain America has like a pretty decent ass, and then that skin has like double the ass. It's crazy.
Really, Marvel Rivals Captain.
Yeah, I'm already Googling it, baby.
Yeah, well, I mean they kicked up all their hot
You can pull
heroes.
that up
Yeah,
on
yeah, a lot of
stream,
them.
Up,
like,
I'm like,
I think
Yeah,
you should
Venom.
put that up
Oh.
on stream.
Infinity.
Oh my god.
Get Captain America's ass on stream.
I can't find it.
Yeah, they know it sells. They do. They do.
yeah.
Hey, at least the guys are getting it too. You know, not just the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's equal for all, then we're good for it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to read.
It's the one with the chin strap, right? That's the one you're talking about.
Um,
His helmet?
Oh, yeah. They did cake him up.
Because he's like a GI Joe action figure in these. He's so huge.
yeah. The dudes are freaking jacked. Thor is so funny. He's like
Yo,
literally like a
Thor's-
square.
Everyone
It's like so.
Is it
blocky.
Mr. Fantastic like actually a square?
Well, he can
Those, like,
turn into like a square. He waddles around. It's a good game. It's a good game.
But because they were saying that they added the Fantastic Four, but like wasn't Invisible Woman always there?
Is that a joke because she was visible? Or?
No, but like I think she was like, a hero as like the beginning.
I think
Like
so.
at the beginning.
No,
of
she was
the-
added in season.
Oh
1.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then after they're like, oh yeah, here's the rest of the Fantastic Four, by the way.
Hold on,
Yeah, the Thing
is
and
Squirrel Girl
Human
here?
Torch are coming out in pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, because the movie's coming out this year. So
Right, who's the S tier? Who's S tier in this ranking? This is what I need to know.
Invisible woman, malice.
Rankings are so subjective, though.
Yo, CJ, what are you doing? You need to stand up. Stand up.
Oh my desk.
You're all dead.
Flipping your desk
God
over.
damn.
Yeah, they don't.
Not
play around.
again.
They fucking they don't give a shit. They're just like, here's an entire ass. Enjoy.
Yo, okay.
I think like
When a pretty good top lineup.
when they added Invisible Woman to the game, like I saw more people with that skin than like the base outfit for the character. Like everyone bought it day one.
Holy shit, that's funny. They made so much money. They just like, little pixels.
Yo,
Could it
Yeah,
be?
you're getting a new PCA just for Marvel Rivals now.
You know it.
Oh,
Hey, if you start playing, I'll start playing.
it looks like Steve's chilling with Alpha.
I can. Peter's already playing. I should be playing.
Little pillow, off a pillow.
here I'll leave her in the corner.
Look at him wiping the sleep from his eyes. Nope.
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 Well, you're embarrassed.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Going back to bed.
A Let's Play channel. Nobody does Let's Plays anymore, okay?
Can you let's play
Hexagon
Marvel Rivals?
TTRPG
There's no
and more.
Plus.
All 6 plays Marvel WoW. Oh, that'd actually be sick. A full stack.
Oh, that would be sick.
Okay. Yep. I'll download it.
You. It's got crossplay.
It does.
Let's go.
I have it on the prepped on the PS5 right now.
Hey.
What is it? Backwards compatible?
Absolutely not.
Can I play it on my PS2?
PS2.
It ain't Doom, okay?
Can I play it on my Game Boy Advance?
What the
SP?
heck?
Please. Pop it in a cartridge. Let's go.
Do you guys see they programmed Doom in a PDF?
I did see that.
They gotta stop. Really gotta stop.
It's fucking impressive.
Doing crazy shit.
The most optimized game in existence.
It's gonna be like a few thousand years in the future. Earth's been devastated. Humanity scattered to the stars. Scavengers come back looking for shit, and they just keep finding the same video game on all these
Doom
formats.
everywhere.
It's just always Doom, and the guys, and then like you go to the black market dealer, and he's like, "Yo, I got a new version of Doom," and they're like, "Oh, what? Another black and white ASCII character?" And he's like, "Nah, man, full color." What? 8-bit sound. What? It pulls out like like an old Atari computer or something. People are losing their minds.
Or she pulls out a calculator, like so you're saying.
Pulls out Doom Eternal on the Xbox. It's not the same game. Garbage.
Yeah. But I mean, it's impressive what we can do now. Time they put into these things to get to what they the results.
People have too much time on their hands.
What if it's their job? Really to like program like the weirdest things and then people pay for it, like commission or something.
I think labor is good, but not all jobs are good. And by good, I mean like the concept of goodness. Because they don't all add to people.
Add to the world.
They don't all add to the world. Some of them just
Fair
take.
enough. That's true. She's saying he's gonna be ready around 8:30. Should we? I mean, because that would be like around time for like our little break.
Oh, we can take an early break.
But it was something like, do we do like the break and kind of like do the mark of the stream? Like what?
Yeah,
I'll be
I
back
don't
at
mind.
8:30.
Yeah, we can be back at 8:30. I'll swap the screen in a sec. So if you guys want to get up, go to the bathroom and stuff, you can go ahead and do it now. I'll go make a coffee in a couple minutes. I'm just
Don't
trying
do
to
it,
set
Peter.
something up back here.
Your sleep schedule. Think about it.
I already had one just when we sat down at 7:00. I'll have another one.
I had one, but moments ago.
Receptors.
If the tolerance is there, it's all good.
We all got our things, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, little did you know, I've been drinking mead the whole time.
Oh, homemade.
Honey?
Yep, homemade. I just finished my latest batch.
Very nice.
Holy shit! Nice.
Oh shit, I want some of that. That was good last time.
Yep, this one is really dry. I think there's almost zero sweetness in it, which is nice for me. But my next mead,
Zero sweetness in honey wine is
so I think
wild.
it's strong. Whoops. But I think my next batch, I'm going to add more fruit, one, just to give it more nutrients and a little bit more of like that fruity sweetness taste. But two, I'm going to fortify it. So at about 4 out of the 6 weeks of fermentation.
Ooh.
All right, 6 cheers for the sheriff.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers, sheriff.
Cheers.
Here.
to a late but triumphant return to those goddamn woods. I do.
It's early, folks.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Hold on, we're gonna do it again. Like
Yeah.
Okay. We're live.
We're back.
Thanks,
Another
Thanks,
day
Thank you, sheriff.
to the woods that goddamn chitter. I'm your DM.
Woo!
Kami-sama Shadim, the mad fucking monk, here to bring you another maddening day, although it's late. It will be harrowing. Oh, yes. So, no pleasantries this time. We'll jump right into it, where we found our heroes last. A reprise by a tiny hut not made of skin on an edge of a particularly, I'd say, beautiful wood, with this massive lake stretching out to a winding river, massive redwoods growing, and odd, chaotic mess of ship parts that seem to reflect the sun in a beautiful way, shine and loom over this area. We find our heroes waking up groggy after a long rest and a journey through a portal, a familiar portal where, for lack of better words, got flushed into this new exhibition. There, during the respite, our hero Orly, our perceptive boy, felt a tingle, felt a calling coming from the lake. He separated from the group, Prograz, keeping an eye on their new samey prisoner. Pip probably grumbling something to himself.
I think he was still
But
there.
or other, as he usually does. And Varys probably drumming a happy tune with fresh inspiration in front of him. And as the party collects themselves, Orly, following this feeling as he normally does, finds a piece of shipwreck, a long 2x4 with the faded marks of something familiar, the remnants of the blue castle on the orange backdrop, of a familiar friend. Puzzled, picks it up, and a flash hits Orly. This was a piece of the ship that he rode in on, sailed in on, rather, into the wood. open up there with Orly getting this revelation. As the morning dew and the morning animals seem to wake up, the fog rolls in.
I don't know. I knew Tom seemed familiar. Wonder why I forgot that. Wonder how long ago it was. Oh well, probably not important. I think surely, guys, it's probably a bunch of cool stuff here, and all these pieces of ships and broken stuff. Guys, hey guys, there's a bunch of stuff over here.
Oh, what?
You're drumming. Why are you so sleepy?
I was drumming myself to sleep.
It's
So
the
cold.
morning.
I know. What did you find? Stuff?
Well, I mean, there's could be stuff. There's a bunch of broken ships over here. And who sails ships? Pirates. Oh, what do pirates have?
Gold.
Yeah.
Take off if I can to shore.
What is all this commotion?
We're looking for pirate booty.
What?
The same Z that came with you through the portal. A mysterious cat-like creature that seems to be covered in this weird tarp all the time, that has an affinity for transforming into other creatures. This one, by the name of Barmam, shakes awake and nudges Regraz. Can I leave the hut and explore, sir?
I give him like an up and down, and I think, can I roll insight on this guy? I'm trying to get a read on his vibe right now.
Oh yeah.
We did brainwash him a little.
Yeah. Well, how long does that last? Is that just forever?
Yeah. His memory is now that.
Yeah. So he believes that something happened that never happened.
Oh, a remove curse or greater restoration spell restores the true memory.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
It's a condition, technically.
Dude. Starting a campaign with your characters having modified memory and then waiting until they get one of the spells cast on
It
them.
isn't that long either, right? So like it has to be like very precise moments
Yeah,
they would be
very
together.
But I mean, even that can completely.
You're traveling with a wizard who
change the
just like
context.
constantly spell and like modifying your memory.
Terrible.
why are you always
before.
sleeping? Don't worry about it.
The horrors.
Constantly failing those wisdom saves.
I got a 7 on the insight check. So what do I see as I look him up and down?
He's really just basking in awe of this immense body of water that he, in his modified memories, has seen once before, and it's really taking him back. It's
Does he say
beautiful.
that out loud? He's like, I've seen this once before.
It seems to go on forever.
Okay. No. Well, Varys is
Pressed up against it.
in here because we had combined the spell.
Varys left. He
Varys
ran
left.
out.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that's
look
cool.
after Varys. I'm just like, I attempt to dismiss the spell that we did together. I think this is the type of thing that you need two people to kind of agree. I'm like a what is it? The ready check is for regrets. And pop out. Varys, you need to dismiss the spell.
What is that?
You hear pending spell dispersal in your mind.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Frolic. And then I'm gonna watch him like a hawk. I want to see exactly where this guy's going.
He actually just goes to stand next to Orly and kind of take it in.
Moving around.
Okay, yeah. So he'll just like go to the edge of the water as it like kind of like laps, and kind of just like stares out for a bit. And you guys look around, and you notice too that the two original Samesies aren't with you. They didn't come with you through the portal.
Do they not merge with this guy?
No. You fought the Tom Samesy, which is this one, and he merged with the one that was Smoopsy. After that fight, this was the one that was remaining, but the two that you fought, who were the Percivals, are nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Two Percival
Cool.
And,
So I feel like, as Orly was saying, he wants to look through these broken ships and see if he can find anything.
Beautiful. Some 40 yards. Oh, go ahead.
While you do that, I think I'm going to grab that Samesy, and I'm just going to be like, "Let me give you a view." And this is, I want to keep an eye on this guy, and so I'm going to cast a spell, and it's called House of Cards. And basically, it creates a very, very weak 3-story tall fortification made of magical cards. They're like huge cards, like the size, like bigger than a person kind of deal. But they only have like a few hit points. So if you smack them, the whole thing will come tumbling down.
Okay.
Right? It's like a very small tower, like a pyramid of
cool.
cards. So I'll bring him, the Samesy, up with me, and we'll get a view kind of like on the surroundings. So, and then I'll just watch the Samesy and, keep an eye out.
He goes, like the cards construct. He's like, oh, I've never seen magics like this. And he kind of like, as he like finishes that sentence, you'd see like turns into like you. And you're kind of looking at yourself as you're looking out at this immense lake. And he goes,
That's a nat one on that one on my wisdom save, and I go, whoa, you're so handsome.
Mirrors you and touches your face too. You're so handsome as well.
Oh yes.
like tenderly newt fingering each other's faces. You ever see? You ever see newts when they're in love? They actually twinkle each other's faces. That's how they. It's very beautiful. It takes some time. Newts know what's up.
Newt Gingrich.
We'll call it
the final boss. But as you do stack these cards, you get a little high up, and you're kind of like looking at each other's faces. You notice in the reflection of the eyes, of your eyes, your beautiful shining eyes, there is some movement, it seems, at the far end of the lake. And I'd say you're noticing this as Orly is walking up some, I'd say 40 feet away. Is the beginning of one of the shipwrecks. And it really does look almost like a dam, like a beaver dam sort of constructed ship parts all mangled together in this unnatural way where it almost doesn't seem like whole ships or buildings or anything of the like. Really does seem like massive separate piles of shipwrecks that continue to stretch as long as you can see. And you could feel the weight and almost all the different desires and dreams that have been washed up on the shore as you approach the first shipwreck. And there's even it seems like ornaments of sorts kind of dangling at the first pile. And when you approach a few feet away, you think you could almost see like the markings of like a door kind of faint etched in to one of the huge pieces of a ship that's kind of laying diagonally.
Is there so I see this outline of a door. Is there any way that I can try and interact with it?
Yeah, you walk right up, and it seems almost like the graining in the wood is making this optical illusion of sorts, and it does seem like a regular pile of shipwreck to you right now. But you still get that pulsing of those desires, of those feelings, and those wants emanating from this stretch, and even this piece.
All right. So I'm gonna stash the piece, and I'm gonna try and open this. I'm just gonna push on the door impression or whatever it happens to be.
You kind of seething, graining, paw it a little bit and push, and you could feel a glow, or you could feel a pulse, kind of like almost like heating up from your staff that you stored away. And Pip, I would say you as well feel a tingle of nether kind of shoot through you as Orly is interacting with this door. And you feel a pulse kind of emanating from your staff as well.
Well, as I've done with everything else, I'm gonna try and push the staff against the wood.
I'll get up from the camp and I'll make my way towards Orly when I feel the nether.
And you're making your way with each step and impression in the sand. You too feel the heaviness and wants, and it's almost like broken dreams that have been washed up on this shore. And laboring. And Orly, when you're pushing, you can see. Actually, give me a perception.
Okie doke. Well,
That can't be a bad roll. That's impossible.
No. It's a nat 20.
Okay.
For 33.
Oh my god.
When you're pushing, you can see your eyes get that light green glow that they often do when you're interacting with an immense piece of the wood. And you could make out the second half of the outline of the door that you're pushing on materialize and creak and crack. But it seems that it's only half of it as you're pushing, and it's almost like I guess like Western doors almost, where it seems like only one of its side they can move independently, and you notice that the other half isn't materializing, but it seems like you need a little bit more power.
Okay. I'm gonna try and trace the staff along the openings. I guess this outline that you're talking of.
Beautiful. You trace the staff, and fireflies come out and embed themselves into the door, and it hardens. And you can see the full outline of half of the door, but it seems that you need a little bit more. And Pip, you see this half of the door kind of ingrained, and the deep mahogany of the deep mahogany shows up in this kind of nasty, gross shipwreck. Part of it becomes pristine as Orly traces this out.
I have a door here that I have half of it, but I need the other half. Does anyone know how to do doors?
Well, seems like you have already made it halfway there. What have you
Wait.
done? How did you do this?
I kind of like pushed a little bit, and I kind of traced it with the staff.
I'll press my hand against it, see if I get any of that nether or any other magical feelings from it.
Yeah. Give me a nature or arcana. With advantage.
Oh my.
I think I can give you guidance. Yeah, I'll give you guidance.
Okay. 22.
Ooh, yeah. You place a hand on the door and instantly feel feel a connection to almost like another part of the wood ingrained into this door. And you could feel the pulse emanating into your staff as well and shoot through you. And a light pale, almost ashwood door appears on the other side of the mahogany wood of the one Orly made. And these two doors link and ingrain together, and a full new door is made. And you could feel it crack under you. And the glass behind, the sand behind it almost heats a bit and turns into glass. You almost hear the dum dum as this new immense door looms over you.
Oh, mine didn't do that.
How strange.
But maybe now it can be opened. I'm gonna try and open it.
And I'm gonna say before you
Hold your shoulder while you do this, like just in case you go like flying through it or something. I'm like holding you.
Before you do reach out, you got, and it is materializing. We say, Lugraz and Varus. Lugraz, you do notice movement through the reflection of your own eyes, some ways off at the back of the other side of the lake. But Varus, you feel a shock, immense lightning course through you in the same direction. Well, you wouldn't know Varus is looking there, but you feel it distinctly. The boom, the clap of electricity forming at the other side of the lake, near where the river's head ends.
I wanted to like run and just like dive in the water and see if there was any gleaming gold, glittering gold. Would I like will be like knocked by this wave of energy traveling through water, or is it like a feeling that's like washing?
It's a feeling where your hair stands up on the quills. Your quills stand up at the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation.
Sure. And I'm not not to be a bad D&D player. I'm not looking for anything but gold. If it's not gold, if it doesn't glitter, I'm not looking at it. Just to look. Oh god, 13.
13, you look around, and you do spot something shining, probably about 20 feet down.
Would I be able to get there before the shockwave hits me?
It's silver.
I can say it'll hit you as you get to it. And you see what's shining, and it's the like rest. It's like the metal part of like the like lock flap that are on chests, you know,
Mhm.
where there's like the that's sticking out of the ground. And there's like a chest that's maybe like 40 centimeters by 40.
You told me that like I know kind of like where this is coming from,
By 4.
uh, but I can't stop now that you told me this. So I'm gonna keep swimming.
Well, I'm gonna pile on, and I think you hear my panpipe on the highest note, like the alarm note. It's like, and then ding, 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 and I'm like, I have my triangle as well that I'm like ringing.
Like a lifeguard whistle.
Movement, yeah.
So, Orly, you're reaching out to push on the door, and as you're doing, you almost don't hear the crackle of the sand heating and turning into glass and forming this door. You're reaching out your hand to push. Pip bracing behind you, and do you continue to push?
I feel like I would. Well, I guess I. But Orly would kind of continue pushing, and, like look. But like as he looks, his arm would just like extend and like push into the door.
You turn, and your dark mahogany half of the door opens, and the ash wood door stays that Pip made stays straight. And basically not the veil darkness that you know of before, but a regular darkness of a cold, dank room that has no light, and only the light that's peering in through this opening that you've made allows you to see within. So it's you can't really see much as it opens and the bell sounds off.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll just throw up light, the light cantrip, and be like,
Throw it up.
Are you okay, Grad?
There's movement. Something is coming this way. I don't know how far away you are though. Like,
It was 40 feet, so you'd have to be like shouting.
yeah. So like I'm shouting, but I have a hoarse voice as well.
Well, you guys are both yelling together, like same stance.
Looking towards Regraz, would I see anything?
And I'm pointing at wherever, so you
with,
can like.
With a 28 passive perception.
No, you can't really see what he's talking about, but you can't see from your angle what he's talking about, but
Well,
you do kind of, yeah.
when I hear the, I'll just like reach like in front of Orly and I'll close his half of the door.
Yeah, you close it back, but yeah, from your angle and like from your vantage point, you can't really see because he went a little higher. You can't really see what's going on, but he seems to be pointing at the other end of this lake.
So we're not going in?
Perhaps it can wait.
Varus, down there, you hear through the alarm, you feel this pulse, but you're not seeing anything down there. Give me the athletics. You want to try and dig this chest out.
Yeah.
Athletics underwater.
Okay.
How deep is this lake, by the way? Is it like we can walk across it, or?
Pardon me?
How deep is the lake? Do we know?
You do not know. But you imagine extremely deep for it, like because of its size. Like you can't see the bottom. Like,
Okay.
you haven't gone out far, but
It's a 14.
for 14, you kind of grab one, you dig out the chest.
Fuck. Do I feel like I can swim to back to the top with it, or should I like go up, get air, come back down?
You're good. You'll give me a Constitution.
Okay. Oh god. Hiya! 17.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
You dig it out, and you have this chest. You're not in your hands. And you, I guess, swim back up to the group, or
Yeah.
back up to Regraz.
Is Regraz will be closest?
Yes, you'd be
Okay.
still by your little camp.
Regraz, help me get this all the way to shore. Come on.
I just look down from the top of my tower and go, "What?"
It's a
I'm
it's a chest.
I'm
There's
decent-
probably
I'm, like,
gold
at
in
least 50 feet away from you.
Regraz.
I look at the same Z and I go, "You wanna?"
Certainly. He slicks down and runs to go help.